All sports, all plays. Yeah. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. Hitting the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show. Wednesday, January 17th, 2024. I'm Chris Gonzalez, joined by Tony Gonzalez. How's it going?
Oh, not too bad. We're in a heat wave. I think it's 21 outside. Man, I'm sweating.
Hey, you can tell a difference. You can tell a difference. It's still cold, but you can tell a difference between what it's been the last few days and today.
I think I seen this time next week, it's supposed to be about 50 degrees.
That's good. You never know in Indiana. Yeah, you can wake up tomorrow, it'd be 70, the next day it'd be snowing. So.
Well, Chris, what do you think about the big Indiana news that's going around right now?
I like it. But I like it. The only thing that scares me about it is the fact that he's only under contract for this season. So I hope we're not giving up 3 first-round picks for a rental. So I would assume they must think there's a good chance that he would re-sign with the Pacers. But I do like the move. I think he does make us better. Do kind of find it interesting that we're already moving off Bruce Brown, not even halfway into the season. But no, I think you put Siakam there with what you have, and with Halliburton running the show, I think they could be real effective.
Yeah, I think so too. I like the move. Somebody made a good point about the first round picks that they're giving up. If we're going to be pretty good, they're not going to be lottery picks. They're going to be.
Yeah.
So I mean, hopefully they're going to be late first round picks.
Yeah, that's what you hope. But you also, I don't want you to give up 3 first rounders if you're only going to have a guy for half a season.
That's a good point.
The picks don't bother me. Giving up the picks don't bother me as much, but I just don't think you give up 3 first rounders if you don't think there's a good. If they have to believe that he's going to re-sign.
I did see somebody said that one reason they may have went off Brown because they didn't think Brown was going to be around for the full length of his contract. Where that came from, I'm not,
No, I think Siakam definitely makes us better.
Okay, I think right now we're 5th or 6th, close to being still in the top 4. We're not too far out. Top being about the 3rd position, a game or 2 out. Can that move us up? Can that get us up into the top 3 in the East?
I think it can if we can get healthy. If Halliburton can come back healthy and get back in a rhythm like he was at the beginning of the season. We saw last year when he came back from injury, Pacers never got back right. I think we're a deeper team. We've been playing better this year without him than what we did last year without him as well. So I think that helps. So far we haven't went on one of them 1-11 skids like we did when he was out last year. But I do because I think Siakam adds. For one, he adds some more. He'll add some more scoring there out of that forward bigger guy position. Plus, he can rebound. He can play defense. And I think him and Halliburton getting him the ball is going to help him, and then he's going to help free up some more space for Halliburton as well because he's another guy that can create for himself as well. So I think it's a good pickup.
You think one of the reasons?
I mean, you're talking about a guy that, if I remember right, averaging 24, 25, 23, 24 points a game.
Yeah. Do you think? And I kind of do. Do you think one of the reasons they may have made this move? And I know they've been looking to make moves, and we're a smaller market, but the fact that this year we've had success against Boston, we've had success against Milwaukee, we've had success against the top teams in the East. So, let's say we had lost all those games, but we've been doing real well against those teams this year. Do you think that might be one of the reasons they pulled the trigger?
I think so. I think they feel like that they're just a piece or two away from being able to really compete with all these teams. And the team so far this year has proven they can compete with some of the top teams, and they're trying to find that piece or two that can make it more consistent and put it over the top. And like I said, I think that's a good move, especially for a market like the Pacers, because I mean it's just fact. It's hard. It's going to be hard to get one of the top free agents out there in the offseason just because Indiana's not. I mean, Indiana's not a big destination where people want to go when you can go places like Miami and places like that. Unless you start getting a culture where you're winning, and then you'll be able to get more of those guys.
Yeah. And plus, he's a good player that I think any team would like to have. I mean, I can't really think of a team that couldn't use him right now. So I mean, it's definitely a good pickup. I think. Hopefully, it works out, and we can go to have a good year in the playoffs.
Yeah, like I said, I just hope that we're able to re-sign him. That's the only thing I think it could turn out to. Oh no, I just don't think you give the 3 first-round picks for a rental.
That's why I think I think they got to be pretty confident they can do it.
But I think it's going to be interesting. I'm glad to see that they're making moves, trying to improve the team. Even if it don't work, at least they're making an attempt. You don't always see that with the Pacers front office. So at least they're making an attempt to try to improve the team. So I do, as a Pacer fan, I do like that because, like I said, a lot of times you don't see the front office. You don't feel like the front office is really sometimes trying to improve.
Well, it's not the easiest sell in the world. I mean, I'm not trying to put down Indiana, but most players want to go to LA. They want to go to New York. They want to go to Miami.
Oh yeah.
They don't. A lot of them don't want to go to Indiana or there's other markets too, not just Indiana. Well, how'd you do on your picks?
I didn't have a real good day. I think I was 5-5, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 5-5.
I went 5-1, and the damn Baylor Bears led the whole damn game against Kansas State and fell apart at the end. And lost to them by 4, but I won the other 5.
I was 1-2 in NBA, 1-2 in college basketball. And then I was 3-1 in hockey. I had a good night in hockey. I only lost to 1 in hockey, but didn't have a good night in basketball at all. Excuse me. Not a good night in basketball. IU got their asses kicked. Wisconsin beat Penn State, but didn't cover the spread, if I remember correctly. There was one of those games that the team won, but they didn't cover the spread.
Ball State won by 18 or 20 points. They were like +1. I went money line on it, but they were like +1. They got a big win against against Eastern
They
Michigan.
needed that because they've been struggling in conference. That's our first. That's our first conference win. Yeah, that was their first conference win. They've been struggling in conference. I listened to some of that game on the radio.
Another
I've been listening to quite a bit of some of the Ball State games on the radio, and then also high school, that county tournament. Man, there were some good games in that high school county tournament. Yorktown ended up winning. Yorktown beat Wapahani pretty good in the semifinals
they?
last week on Thursday night. They were I can't remember the final score, but they were up by 15 at one point in that fourth quarter. It was a real close game, and then second half, Yorktown kind of took over, and then Delta blew out Westdale in the semifinals, and then the finals, Yorktown beat Delta.
That was Wapahani's first loss.
Yep, it was the first loss. Yep.
I want to ask you
And real quick, the Delta girls team, former Southside player Tyrone Benning coaches now.
Yep.
They ended up winning the county tournament, but they had played. They beat let's see, let me get it right. I think it was they beat and lost to Wapahani by like 14 points earlier in the year. Or no, excuse me, to Yorktown. Beat Yorktown in the semifinals, and then they lost to Delta earlier in the season by like 15 or 16 points. Not Delta, to Wapahani, and then they beat them. So they beat both them to win county. Avenge 2 double-digit losses.
Cool. I want to ask you a little bit about this. I haven't followed. I've seen it had a good record. How good is this Indiana State men's college basketball team?
I haven't really seen them play, but just from some of the things I've read, I've seen where people are saying they're better than IU.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
So, but I haven't. But to be honest, I haven't seen them play yet. I have seen that they're doing real good, and like I said, I've read a few things about them, but I haven't seen them play, so I couldn't tell you how good they really are. But I have seen quite a few people saying they're better than IU. And I'm an IU fan, so that's not a good thing. IU got killed by Purdue. Man, I thought it'd be kind of a close game. Like I said yesterday, I wasn't saying IU was going to beat Purdue, but I thought it'd be a close game. But especially being at home, and Purdue just blew us off the court.
I was going to try to watch them for the next game, but the next game's not till Sunday, and it's at 5:00. We'll be busy.
I'm thinking about taking the weekend off. Just stay home and watch football.
Marcus will kill you. You'll be a dead man.
Marcus can still go.
Marcus will kill you.
Yeah, Marcus could still go. He can have a good old time. No,
Working outside, that's not good, Billy Buzz.
oh yeah, man. I remember the days working outside in this. Not fun. All right. Well, I guess we'll get to the day's games. NBA tonight. We'll try some more NBA, even though it wasn't great last night. But
I give up.
first game I'm going to go with is the Orlando Magic at the plus 4.5 on the road at the Atlanta Hawks. Then I'm going to go with the Milwaukee Bucks at the -4 on the road at the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think that'll be a good game, but I like the Bucks. Knicks and Rockets. I'm taking the Knicks at the -5. They might drop to 1.5. No, -6. I was going to say. Knicks at the -6. And then my last game, I'm going to take the Dallas Mavericks at the +4 against the Los Angeles Lakers. Dallas is on the road. So my NBA picks: Magic plus 4.5, Bucks -4, Knicks -6, and the Mavs at the +4.
I didn't do any NBA.
No NBA. Hockey. I went Red Wings on the money line on the road against the Panthers, and Canadians on the money line on the road at the Devils.
Oh man, we're opposite. I'm Troy to Florida. I got Florida money line. I got Montreal, New Jersey. I got New Jersey money line. I got Chicago at Buffalo. I got Buffalo money line. Did you do in college?
I've done 2 games. I'm going UConn.
Excuse me.
I have it at the -6 at -6.5, but let me see if it's still at that. Yes, UConn -6.5 at home against Creighton. UConn is ranked number 1. Creighton is number that light flaring off of it. Can't see 18. UConn's a -255 favorite on the money line, and Creighton is a +215 underdog. Over unders at 144.5. I like UConn at the -6.5 at home, and I'm gonna go with LSU at the -3.5 at home against number 22 Ole Miss. LSU is a -160 favorite. Ole Miss is a +132 underdog. Over unders at 150.5. So I'm gonna take LSU to. I would say, I guess you could say slight upset because Ole Miss is ranked, but LSU is the favorite. So that shows you that they're not real confident about Ole Miss being ranked in the top 25 if unranked team is favored against them.
Yeah, no.
But so I'm going with UConn -6.5, LSU at the -3.5.
My college basketball picks for tonight. I have Furman -15.5 at VMI. I got East Tennessee State at Wofford. I got Wofford at -3.5. I got High Point -9 at Presbyterian, and I got Longwood -5 at USC Upstate.
Why can't you bet UConn there? I'm sure it's some silly law, but I mean, that don't make a whole lot of sense. If gambling's legal and you can bet, why can't you? Why can't you bet?
I don't know. I never heard of that.
You know what I mean? That's bullshit, Billy. You should be able to bet on. I mean, if you're allowed to bet, you should be able to bet on any team you want. That makes
Yeah, I never heard of that.
Well, I'm sure laws probably vary on this gambling stuff from state to state, and it's probably some kind of state thing where they think if hey, we don't let people bet on the teams around here, then there won't be as they can't say there's cheating and this stuff and that, which it don't make no sense. Oh, so yeah, can't bet on local teams just the way the state has it set up. I figured it was some kind of stupid state law or something, but yeah, that don't make a whole lot of sense.
So, I'll tell you something I didn't realize, going to the NFL for a second, I didn't realize Jordan Love had 35 touchdown passes this year.
Yeah, he's had a good year, especially second half.
Yeah.
He really picked it up second half.
I didn't realize. It's been pretty, kind of quietly.
Well, nobody was really talking about the Packers because, I mean, they had to beat the Bears to get into, last game of the year to get into the playoffs. Nobody was really talking about the Packers a lot.
Well, they're talking about them now because they beat Dallas. Yeah. If they had lost that game,
they got a big playoff win.
If they had lost that game, nobody would be talking about.
They had a big playoff. You got a big playoff win. They had that good run at the end of the season, got in the playoffs, and they're hot at the right time. I don't think they're going to be able to beat San Francisco, but
God dang, how many steps you get?
They give you about 3.5 anymore.
he walked from the damn almost half court.
Damien has a question.
Uh-oh.
What's your thoughts on TNA pay-per-view, and do you think Dolph and Dana going to TNA will hurt WWE? I haven't watched the pay-per-view, but just my thoughts on the second part. No, I don't think it'll hurt WWE. Just not putting TNA down, but they're not big enough where they're going to hurt WWE. But I'm hoping it helps TNA. I'd like to see TNA start getting more exposure. I think they could put out a pretty good product from when I do watch it. I don't watch it all the time, but what I've seen, I know some of the wrestlers have them that over there, but no, I don't. But that, I know you watched the pay-per-view, but I don't think it's going to hurt WWE.
No, I think I don't know about Dana. I hope Dana gets an opportunity to do something and hope it works out for. We'll see. I think Ziggler can help anybody. I mean, WWE didn't use him for whatever reason, that much in the last few years. I think he's talented. I hope he does well. I think the both of them can possibly help TNA. It's not going to hurt WWE. I mean, they're building more stars. I think that's why they got rid of. I mean, Ziggler been there a long time. Dana Brooke been there a long time. You got to make room for new people and other people. So I mean, that's just part of the business. But TNA's pay-per-view was very good. I really enjoyed it. So I still think the key for them is to get more distribution and get more eyes on the product. They just signed a deal for overseas, a lot of overseas places. So a lot more overseas places are going to get it. Got to get more eyes on the product. That's the big key for them. I think they're a better product than AEW for me personally. But if people can't see it, it makes a difference.
Yeah. Billy says he hopes this isn't a fluke season for Love. Yeah. I mean, you got to kind of watch out for that because we've seen it with some quarterbacks. But watching him play, I don't feel like it's a fluke. But hey, I was one of the guys last year that wasn't one of the only people I wasn't sold on Jalen Hurts, and then look this year he's regressed some. So I'm not going to say Love couldn't regress some, but I don't know. Just watching Love play, I don't have the feeling that it is a fluke. I hope it's not because I like watching him play. Dak wasn't going to beat San Francisco. No, Glenn, we know that.
Yeah,
we know Dak's done prove he couldn't beat San Francisco a couple times in the playoffs, and then the way Dallas played the other night, they wouldn't have beat nobody.
No.
Yeah, it was a fun show last night.
Tell Damien's a Bears fan.
Billy says it's going to take a lot to take down WWE. Oh yeah, WWE almost have to take down themselves at this point.
Yeah,
they'd almost have to do something so stupid that is run themselves.
Well, look at all the bad publicity come out about Vince. And
that's what I'm saying. They would at this point
didn't affect them at all.
Yeah,
didn't affect them at all. Matter of fact, I think more people tuned in because they want to see if Vince showed up on TV, and he did. And, just.
Damien says he hopes it's a fluke season
for the Lions and for Jordan Love both. He's a Bear fan.
I don't think. I don't know. I don't think the Lions are a fluke either.
Somebody said that they think that the Bears could get a number 1 draft pick for Phils. You think so?
Or a first round pick?
First round. Not number 1, but yeah, excuse me, first round pick.
Oh, maybe. I was going to say no, but just everybody's looking for a quarterback, and if somebody thinks that, I mean, his numbers. If you look at his numbers and stuff, he did play better as the season went on. So I mean, it's not like he hasn't been improving. I could see somebody maybe giving up maybe one first round pick, but and that's basically just because he's a quarterback.
If WWE makes Jinder Hall champion, they could be in trouble. What not? They could make anybody champion if they market them right. Right now, the number one guy right now, as far as marketing right now and selling the most merch is R-Truth. So anything can happen.
That dude's hilarious.
Oh yeah, people out there, check out an interview on YouTube on Busted Open with R-Truth and Bully Ray and the other guys from Busted Open. It is hilarious, outstanding. It's free on YouTube. Check it out.
Billy says Dak must go. Damien says we're not trading Fields.
Hey, maybe we can make that trade. Damien might like that. Well, Fields to Dallas and Dak to the Bears. Damien's gonna get mad at me.
Dak to the Bears. Hey, that sounds good to me. Well, all right, you got anything else before we get out here for a day?
No, I don't think so. I know we got a couple of wrestling shows this weekend that you're really excited about. So.
No, I'm excited. I'm excited.
I
about
know
them.
you are. I'm just teasing.
I'm excited about them, but
But
I'm not gonna lie. I like watching football, and especially the playoffs. So,
Can't you set up put the game in your ear?
yeah, but it's not the same. And then you're gonna get me listening to the game and start cussing about something that happened in the game instead of the wrestling.
You rotten mother. Chris, why are you talking about that wrestling like that?
And then Marcus is gonna be looking at me like,
well, some of the stuff Marcus says, he can't say anything. We will go there. Some of the stuff he said.
Oh yeah, I'd be talking about football. I'd be cussing about football, nothing to do with the wrestling. Did you hear that? I guess Jim Irsay was found unresponsive.
I think it's fake.
On December 8th by Carmel police.
No, they're saying it's true.
I know it's running across the bottom of Fox Sports 1.
See, I thought it was fake news.
But they say why he was unresponsive. I haven't seen all of it.
I seen a report earlier on it, and I thought it was a fake site.
I don't know. This was just going across the bottom of Fox Sports. I'd seen a report. I'd seen like a headline about it, but I hadn't checked into it or nothing. But it just went about across the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, Indy Star's reporting it.
Ooh, okay. Glenn said that TMZ got the record. Said he OD'd. Had the narc on him, huh?
That's what Wish TV saying 3 hours ago.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yep.
Billy, we met Marcus at the shows, and then we just talked. We talked to him. He came on for an interview, and we talked to him a few times, and then we just invited him on, and he's been on ever since.
Just a huge wrestling fan. I mean, pro wrestling in general, and even independence the most, because he kind of fell out of love with. We kind of got back into WWE and some of the stuff because he'd quit watching it completely. He hadn't watched it in years. We've got him to watch some of the pay-per-views, and he's enjoying those again. But he's a huge wrestling fan, especially independent. I mean, well, 100 shows last year. His record. Oh hell, he'll probably want to go 200 this year. Who knows? Who knows with him? If his wife's body and his body would hold up, and if there were shows 7 days a week, I think he'd go 7 days a week.
Oh yeah, if he could, he would.
He would. He absolutely just loves it. He loves taking pictures. He takes all kinds of photos. And when I say he takes all kinds of photos, there's times he takes 200 or 300 photos during one show. So you're not going to find a bigger fan than Marcus Fine. Damien, you have to ask Chris that question.
I don't know. I ain't even thought. When's Royal Rumble? That's next weekend.
Saturday the 27th.
I don't know. I got to see what's going on, and then we'll go from there.
I was going to ask you to see maybe do one on NXT the 4th. That's a Sunday. No football or anything going on that Sunday night.
Do we not have nothing?
4th? No, we got a show the 3rd. Well, if we go to that show, NGW's got one the 3rd.
Okay, yeah, I saw that. They're going to have JKO, Chaos, and
Yeah.
Danger.
No. Well, is that a match or is that just them three on the poster?
The way I was looking at it, I was thinking it was a match.
I'm not sure. He said do one on the 4th. he'll be around.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that one on the 4th because there's no football on or anything.
Yeah, I know on the 11th, we're not doing the rest of the show.
No. The Super Bowl, no. We got a show. I'm a little disappointed. I know we got a show the 24th of February, and that's the Elimination Chamber. So I'll be watching the Elimination Chamber.
What show is it?
FEW.
Oh,
February
okay.
24th. That's that.
That's that benefit show.
Benefit show the 24th. Yeah. And then we have one the 25th. So I don't know when we'll be watching. I don't know what time that show may be though. That Australia, it could be from Australia, so it may be. Heck, who knows? It may be 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
It could be. Super Bowl's in Vegas, Billy.
That's what we should do. We should just go to Vegas. It's warm enough. We can sleep outside.
Yeah. With our luck of the people that come up and talk to us when we go out of town to different cities for festivals and stuff, you want to sleep outside?
No. 5 a.m.
You gonna get up at 5 a.m. and watch it?
I would. You know I would.
I would. I've been up at fucking 3 in the morning watching tennis, the Australian Open tennis and shit. So be trying to go to sleep and then get interested in a damn tennis match and be up till 4 in the morning.
Billy's trying to go to Vegas. I know my wife's been wanting to go to Vegas again. It's been a long time since I've been.
Well, all right. Well, we'll be back tomorrow right around 3 o'clock. Another episode of Easy Money, a sports betting show. I know we'll be live Sunday. I'm pretty sure that started at 6:30. I think isn't that what we came to on Sunday show starts at 6:30, doesn't it? You know what Marcus said? I think so. 6:30 on Sunday.
I don't know. I think 6.
I know Saturday, not sure about if we'll be live yet or not, but I know it starts at 7. Should be two good shows. But we'll see you guys tomorrow right around 3 o'clock.
Billy said he'll sleep outside.